What's going on, Space Frilly here, and you're watching KFB Auctions, Carly. I dig it. I'll see you later.
Hey, you guys, I'm Gene Simmons, and of course, he's not. You're watching KFB.
Alright, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Awesome, thank you.
You wanted the best, you got the best, baby.
Welcome to KFB Auctions, my friends. Every Monday through Wednesday, starting at 8 a.m. A place to hang out and have some fun. Thank you for your company, everyone. Every day will be a little something you may need. Remember to watch on your smart TV. So much easier to watch it.
All right, guys.
For being here, my friends. KFB Auctions, oh yeah, KFB Auctions. Let's have some fun. KFB Auctions, come watch now, everyone.
Oh, Kenny fucking baby. Kenny knows something.
I have things from posters to collectible toys, movies of all genres for you to enjoy, on DVD and Laserdisc and some on VHS, video games, CDs, vinyl records, and oh yeah, lots of Kiss. KFB Auctions, oh yeah, KFB Auctions. Let's have some fun. KFB Auctions, come watch now.
It's with a Y. C-O-N-N-Y? Yeah, with a Y. Right here at the back, you can say thank you with a Y.
Danny Bagley?
He's so cool. He's into graphics. He went to school.
He loves speaking. He's no fool.
He's no fool.
Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday to you all. I am mirrored correctly, it looks like, so good seeing you guys. I am on 2 hours sleep, so I took a power nap, and I'm wearing the same clothes because it's like the same day for me. So, hello, everyone. Yeah, I'll be working on that, though, Cynthia. I'll be adding some more to it. We'll see on music or extending it, something like that. But yeah, there's a lot of friends that I like to include in the things. So for those that are in there, thank you. It's always been a fun ride with everybody. I really appreciate it and all the support over the years. So let me go ahead and fix my screen here. I didn't do that before the auction, so there we go. All right, let's rock. And I don't know what to rock on, but I do have some different stuff up tonight. I have one of these right here, if that is of interest to anyone, the Kennedy Center lanyards that were given by the or given to the guests, and I have a uh, Kennedy Center honors book. This one's got a little dog, a big dog ear to it, but it's still a great book. I'll show that here in a minute, plus the schedule there. So that will be available, and I have kind of a ripped up history book. History 1 does have some issues right here on the spine, so that'll come up for a pretty reasonable price on that. And in the meantime, let's do a couple of these vintage items. Well, kind of vintage. It is 40 years old almost. But this is the Sealed Asylum calendar. And if there's any interest on this right here, I'll start it off at 20. Just put A20 for the Sealed Asylum 1987 calendar. Pretty cool piece. Does not show what all pages. It's got the cardboard backing to it. So if that is of interest, $20 to start on that. And then I have this little, I think it's about 11 by 14 size. I've actually got one of these in my garage that I bought at a mall. And this one does not have a frame, but mine does, but the glass broke. So, let's see. Here is like a Kiss display piece here. It's kind of fan made. I don't think it's official, but this is definitely, there's definitely more than one of these because I've got one that I've had for years and I just acquired this one through another collection not too long ago, and pretty cool 8x10 in there, even if you just save it for that. But for that, I'll start off at $10. Just put D10 for the Dynasty display. And hello, Paul. Hello, Leslie. Hello, Anthony. Troy, how you doing? Stephanie, how you doing? And who else do we have in here? Johnny Arnold, Richard. I think I might have already mentioned you, Richard. There's Amelia from Terre Haute, Indiana. There's Cynthia, Craig. Yeah, I actually wrote the song and I put AI to work. I call her Andrea how is that? Andrea Intelligente is her name. So let me see. See, my brother Elvis is in here. He's Pennsylvania obsessed for some reason. So yeah, you were in there. I didn't I didn't see your comment yesterday, Stephanie, but you're in there right after the Eric Singer bit, I believe. You wanted the best. He's actually he loves the song "You Wanted the Best" by Kiss on Psycho Circus. To him, it reminds him of what's that music that he just done? Well, you wanted the best. I can't remember the style of music that is, but that's what he thinks of that song as. So he just had to throw that on video. So, all right, Richard is in on the Dynasty for 15, and no one in on the calendar for only $20 for a 40-year-old brand new calendar. That is crazy. What is wrong with you people? No. So, $20. A Asylum calendars are not for everyone. I totally understand. So, just a joke. For those of you that weren't here last night, I had a lot of small stuff from baseballs to coins to earplugs to condoms to passes to picks. And here's some picks I did not put up, but I've had them up before. These are Kiss Freedom to Rock. It is a pick 10, has all the icons in there. And here is the 10 cover. And let's do... I'll do $5. I can't go $1. I just can't do it. I just can't do it, Cotton. $5 on the Freedom to Rock pin or picks to start on the 10. I shall say. And then this is never going to leave my table, so I'm going to do a twofer on this deal. These are $5 claims, usually 6, but I'm going to do 5. KA 5 if you're interested in a Kiss Army card. I have some. I have many. So if you want one, $5 tonight. But this one is a little package deal. I'll put with the card, and you'll get this little card here, which is a pretty cool graphic of Kiss. And there's the card there. It's like $100 gift certificate. And this is like very like a credit card, very stiff plastic there. So there's the back side of them both. And for those together, I'll do $6 to start. I just put S for set 6, and I got the Freedom to Rock picks are currently at 10 from Richard. We are at 20 from Richard on the Dynasty fan made thing. The photo, and it's kind of like a what do you want to call it? A promotional thing for them to promote Kiss, I guess, in a way. But it's not really a promotional thing. It's just describes Kiss for those that may not know, if there are any that do not know. So Freedom to Rock pick 10, say that 5 times fast without getting tongue tied, is at $10. What's up, Angie? How you doing, buddy? Here is a hottest show on earth pass from 2011. I will start that off at I'll do $10 on the hottest band in the world, or hottest show on earth. I'm sorry, everything's got the word hottest in it, and I can't remember which says what. Sometimes I forget. So the hottest band in the land, the hottest band in the world, the hottest show on earth, etc., etc. So, all right. Yeah, I was thinking about doing them, but I'm going to retreat from that. And if anyone needs to give a little spring cleaning to your vehicle, I'm reducing these from 5 to 4. If there's any interest, just put A4 for Art the Clown, or F4 for Friends air fresheners. These are unofficial air fresheners, but they are pretty cool. If you don't have another one, it's probably just as cheap as a pine tree, but those are a little bit more appealing to the eye, especially if you're a horror movie fan. So Freedom to Rock picks going once, going twice for Richard at 10 is an 11. We're going to call the Dynasty as well. But these are at 11 for Richard. So, or 10 for Richard. Is there an 11? I should say. I keep saying that, don't I? I should stop. I should saying, right? I think I should. So, anyway, Richard, you got the Dynasty for 20. Thank you, sir. Dynasty Matte photos. Richard. All right. We're all saving for Indy. It don't take much to save up for Indy. Indy's not like Miami or Las Vegas. Trust me. You're going to find cheap hotels everywhere. Is kind of close to the hotel, unless you get a hotel at the event, which is still pretty reasonable. So I've got a few like Kiss Army kits, and I've got I even have some photos up tonight. I've got some revenge photos and some 4x6s of some shows and stuff like that. So I am little photo poor right now on the selling thing, because a lot of that was out of my collection, and I like to keep some. So I need to go through them to see what I'm keeping, and before I offer them up to everyone. So there's some I have duplicates of, and some I do not. So I do have these photos here, if these are of interest. These are from a Kiss Army kit. I had these up last night. This is Paul Stanley, and it is an original from 1978, and this one's in great condition on that one. And I'll do 15 starting bid on Pablo. And then I had a deal on these since they both got a little damage, more so with Gene right there in the center. It's like a glossy and it got damaged and it's kind of rippled up a little bit here and there. You see that in the light. So it looks good as a display if you're hanging it, but it does have damage. And then there's ink breakage right there on the Ace. But still a good looking display piece also. And for both these together, I would do, I'll start them both off at 10. 10 for both instead of the 15 I had them up for last night. So those are a few. If you're interested in building up your Kiss Army kits, you can try for that. Any Prince fans out there? This is like a flat for Prince, the Good Life, the new Power Generation. And for that one, I would do $2 if there's any interest in that, which is pretty much what the price tag is on there. $2. It's on thick stock paper. So P2 on the Prince flat. And Richard, I believe you were the only one on the Freedom to Rock for $10. So congrats on that. That's a hell of a deal, buddy. Freedom to Rock. I thought the set of BK picks went for a good price last night. These just beat that. For sure. For sure. All right, so I'm gonna put that there. And let's go. How many people? Wow, 42. Let's do let me see. I'll do the baseball again, just to try to get it out of here so it ain't rolling off the table. Psycho Circus baseball. I had it up for $40 last night, 35 tonight, and not a dollar less than 35. It'll go back in my cabinet, but 35 for the commemorative baseball, from made by Gartland with the COA from it. So just put BB 35, and then I had the earbuds from the Revenge Tour. Never used, I don't think. I hope not. But if it ain't the hottest, it's the loudest. So for this little keychain thing of the earplugs, I'm sure are still good. I'll do 20 on those. 20 for the earplugs. Jim, you need Gene. Let me see. I got Angelo in on the Prince for 2. Thank you, Angie. Angelo. How you doing, Jim? I got 2 Jims, Jim Okruko and Jim Kleinbeck. Welcome, Jims. Or shall I say Jameses? For the BK 45, somebody out there wants this, and they're going to want it for, I'm going to say $15. I'm thinking somebody may, but I could be wrong. 15 on the BK, if that is of interest to anyone. And I haven't shown this in a while, but this is from the final show, December 2nd. This is one of the wristbands that you would wear to the event, or that they gave you at the event that you would wear during the concert event, whatever you want to call that. But pretty cool piece. I don't think it would work anymore with the lighting on it for the syncing to the music. But MSG, 15 on that. I'll do 15 to start on that tonight. So let me see. I see a comment from Jim for the Gene pick for 10. All right, I get, if you want to separate them, I can do that. Jim, I had both of them for 15, but if you just want to do Gene for 10, I can do that. Paul was 15, but Paul or Gene and Ace were 15 together, but I'll do 10 separate on Gene if that's something you want to do. All right, and let me go ahead and call that Prince flat for Angelo at 2. Thank you, Angelo. Good seeing you on here tonight. Even though I was accused of, or you accused me of you being my punching bag. You started it. I'm just saying. I said something like to the chopper, and you said it's a terrible impersonation. So I had to get in there. When we were at, where are we at with Gene and Ace Prince? They're $15 for both. I had them both. I had them for $15 each, but I reduced the price. Or no, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I said 10. Last night was 15. My apologies, Jim. You're correct. You said Gene, and I thought it was Gene only. I got sidetracked. So they are 10 for both for tonight. So is there an 11? If not, we'll call that in 15 seconds. But Ace and Gene together, we're at $10 from Jim. Let me see which Jim that was. That was Jim. Climb back. So about another 5 seconds. Kiss Army Kit. All right, so I'm gonna do that and make sure there's nobody that comes in. But as of right now, Jim, Kleinbeck, those two are yours. And I apologize about that. My confusion, my old age. It was for both. All right, make sure I wasn't missing anything else here. We start to bid 15 on Asylum. Leslie, I don't want to go that low. If I went 15, I'd probably sell one that's open for 15. 20 is pretty low as it was, in my opinion, because I'm a big calendar collector and I don't have one that's sealed, and I would easily trade up for that. So, yeah, I got to stick to 15 on that. Or 20, I mean, not 15, I'm sorry. See, now you got me confused, Leslie. You're going to get 15 out of me before the night's over. You watch. You're going to put a bid. She's going to say Asylum calendar 15. And I say, oh, okay, 15. That is yours. Because I forgot I started off at 20. But no, that's a good piece for $20. Have one open. I probably got 2 or 3 of them open. And if you want to bear with me, I'll go grab a handful. But let me put up a couple items to maybe bid or claim. Let's do. Here is New Zealand tour books from Australia and New Zealand. These are claims for $15 on these, and the monsters are 15 or 10 on those. And I'm going to do. Let me see how many comics. We'll do this one. This is like a fanzine kind of thing. This is like some. It's pretty cool. I had to go through that one. There's a lot of stuff in that. I feel it in my hands there. So let's do this comic right here, Rock and Roll Comics premiere issue. I'll start that off at I'll do 5. Just put RR or RC for Rock Comics 5. I've got these. I don't have number. I want to hold off on those two, so I want to do this one right here. I know I've got several of these. This is Kiss Nation first issue collector's edition. This has Kiss meets the X-Men in it as well. And let's do. I'll do 15 on that just to start, which is what was paid for it. So just put K in for Kiss Nation, and then let me go grab some calendars, see what I got. Okay. Hold on, let me get some stuff out of the way here. Everything that just sold. Nobody on the Paul Stanley for 15, huh? For the photo. Okay. Be right back. Okay, let me see. I don't even think these are all my calendars. I think I got a bunch more in my case drawers. All right. There's these, Leslie. Those are the long ones, but here's all my like 12 by 12. Them's all calendars. A lot of them sealed still. So let me see. I got that one. I've got that one. This one. That one is sealed. Trying to see if I got any duplicates at the same time I'm looking for this asylum. That way I can go ahead and get rid of them tonight as well, since Leslie asked me about it. There's that one. This one is sealed. Did I already have that in there? Let me check. Nope, that was Jean. Okay. This one and this one I had these three. Boy, maybe I don't have an asylum ad. I'm pretty sure I do. I just don't know where. Okay. Boy, I guess I need more than I thought. That's sealed. This one is sealed. That one is sealed. So there's 3 sealed that I can trade for the open ones. So there's that one. There's the second coming. And let me find this, the Cycle Circuits 98. Right. So I got 2 sealed ones of those. Sorry, I'm just trying to search for that asylum. I know I've got one, Leslie. I just cannot find that sucker. It's the only one I can't find. But hang on. Seems like I had that one in there as well. I will offer up others, is my point. Once I realize what I've got. So here's the Look It Up. Or Analyze, I mean, not Look It Up. All right, so King Liquor. So that one is available. And no, I just had that one too. So for anybody that likes photos, these are some killer photos in here. Also. So trying to see which one was my original one. This is mine from the show. Okay. I will click that one. And that one. That one. Golly. I didn't realize I had so many freaking calendars. I'm working on it. Trying to see what I've got extras though. That way I can kind of sort and offer at the same time. 2007. Trying to memorize these as I go because I know I'm going to see duplicates in here. So that's one. Nope, that's a different one. It's amazing how they look different, but yet they look the same. So very, very similar when they're live shots. Here are the 4 solos. Okay, getting closer. Pretty cool. There's a KLA calendar that I put in the mix. I think Amy Beth sent that to me unanimously. Right, that one I think I have another. Nope, that's a different love gun. But this one is duplicates right here. So yeah, see, I got one sealed, one open. So so many. Bear with me, folks. I'm going to check out the comments here in a second, but hopefully the wait will make it worth it if you like calendars as well, like I do. I do have some stamps. So here's another cool love gun that'll be coming up. I'll keep the sealed one here. Freaking junky hoarder, I tell you. So, I know I've got a few more duplicates in here, but it's just too many to show of all these. Yeah. I'm just trying to skim through them. Comic book. So that one is new. So that one I can go ahead and is with Peter. That is that one. All right. So let's do some calendars here in a minute. But first, how many people we got here watching me go through this crap? Not crap, it's my crap. Crap I do love collecting. And let me make room for these to go on this table so I can have room for all the stuff I'm selling anyway. Try this at home, folks. This is how hernias are created. All right. So I'm sorry, Leslie, but until I find that other one, I may have to take this one off the table. So, yeah, let me put that over there in that pile. Okay, so those are going up. And let me double check on the comments here now that I am planted. We have the Kiss Nation, the Rock comic, and then I still wanted to go through this right here. What did I do with that thing? Did I bury it? Yep, I buried it. I buried it. All right, so let's see where we are at. What's up, Speedy? I'm just now seeing your comment from a while back and acknowledging it. I seen you when you came in earlier, and I forgot to say hi. Hey, what's up, Orion? I see Orion's here. How are you guys doing? Hope all is well. Call me sometime, brother. 2 hours later, you got that right, Tony. It is 2 hours later. I will do so, Leslie. If I do, and it's in good shape, I'll definitely make sure it's 15 for you. All right. But in the meantime, life is good, Orion. Hopefully, all is well with you and the family as well. So, just wearing myself out, going on 2 hours sleep and handling about 100 pounds worth of comic book or calendars. So, nobody on the comic books. Again, that was 15, and this one was, I believe I had that up for 5, RR5 for Rock and Roll Comic. If there is any interest in that one there. And let's see what we got here. I told everybody that I would open this up and go through it because I'm curious myself now. And a lot of people like this fanzine kind of thing, including myself. And this one is from the UK and has different things, front and back. Okay, so this is just like promo stuff. This is like a catalog. I think this came out of the, did it come out of the box set? The CD box set, I think. And this one is from the Kiss Army Warehouse. And then this is a postcard. No, this is just a photo. It's just a photo that was in the mix here. And this is a UK Kiss Crazy, featuring Kiss Pinball. So there is the cover there. I do like the fanzines. And has the Kiss Pinball there in the center of the flyer. The fanzine has all these photos on the back. And I'll do this whole lot. I'll start it off at, I'll do 15 on it all. If there's any interest in this, just put, we'll do FZ for fanzine, just to be clear. FZ for fanzine. I know it's one word, but we're going to do it too. With the FZ 15. That's pretty cool. It's got the Bally promo art there. I used to have that flyer. Pretty good piece. I had it fully signed also. We've got the music for Crazy Crazy Nights as well. So for all this promo stuff, that'll all be in the same thing, 15 for it all. And I don't know the year, it doesn't really say on that UK fanzine. So Richard is in on the fanzine lot for 15 there. Let's do some calendars here. I'll do the 2001 calendar. This has got some issues with it. These can be put, I need to buy me some record mailers, ran out. So I can just put these in like a 12 by 12 record mailer, but great photos in these calendars. If you've never had these calendars and you don't care that they got the numbers on them, the photos alone are just awesome. They use for a lot of these different calendars. Better than, or just as good as the tour books in my opinion, but they're like mini posters. At least 12 of them. So let's do for this calendar here, great Ace piece there. I'll do 5 for the calendar here. This is from 2001. So just put 2001 5. All right, so there's that one. And then we've got celebrating the 40th anniversary of Love Gun. Great looking calendar from the year 2017. Paul Scheib, are you here? Too bad this ain't Monster. You should look in a tour book. Try to find you a tour book with something like this in it. But this would be a cool thing for Smash guitar owners as well. If it just showed the full guitar. You can see the confetti and him holding up the guitar he's getting ready to smash. So what I'm going to do on this one, I'm just going to show I think every page is going to have the girls at the bottom. And for this one, I want to start off at 10 on that one because it's in much better shape than that 2001. So I've got Richard in on the fanzines for 15 and the 2001 calendar, but $10 on this. And here is all the photos that are in this one here. I got that. At least I had that backpack with that same image on it. I'm sure most of these were taken by Keith or Christina. Well, that one there, that one, where is that? This one right here is Eric McKenna. That I do know because I got that photo and he signed it for me as the photographer. So, but I got that signed photo with my Smash guitar because that's the same guitar that smashed, and it is signed. So LG10 on that one. And then for this one, this is a 2018. This is a lot thicker. This is kind of like got a lot of artwork, so we'll just do AW for artwork, and we'll do 10 on this one as well. But right here let me show you what the calendar looks like on the inside. Little something like that. Remember, calendars can be reused every whatever amount of time it takes. So they are reusable, but you just change the year on it. But great photos. And let me show you all the artwork that's in it. So AW10 for artwork. So we'll start with that one. Kiss Crazy Nights. And then there are those. Let me straighten this out so it's square. But tilt it to where the light is not basically blinding you. All right, so there's all those posters there. $10 on that. All right, and I don't have a whole lot that's available of these of all these calendars, but I am offering up what I do know that's extras at the moment. It's going to happen sometime or another. So, right, let me make sure I'm not missing anything. All right, so Paul's in on the Love Gun. Let me make sure I write the right Love Gun, but I'm going to write down Fanzine UK. Richard Klebe, 15. And then the 2001 calendar live cover, just in case I run across another 2001, because it's possible. And that is Richard at 5, correct? Okay, yes. All right, and Paul Scheib is in on the Love Gun. I'll call that here in 30 seconds or so. Richard, you got the fanzine in the 2001, so 20 for both those items, 15 and 5. So Love Gun, I want to do album cover, Love Gun cover version. That way I know it's the correct Love Gun style. In case there's any bids on this artwork one, AW for the artwork. And that was 10 on that one as well. All right, nope, thank you, sir. So, all right, so what is Angelo? Yes, I am. John Odo, man. Did anybody else having trouble getting on YouTube tonight? Huh. Sorry if you guys are having trouble on getting on YouTube. I don't know what's going on over there. It looks like I'm live on there. I just haven't gone on there to look, so I know I've taken a lot of attention already from you, so I want to get back on course here and stay with you guys. So 10 for Paul. Thank you, Paul. And we got 38 in here. Let's go ahead and do one of these. This is pretty cool. I've got 4 of these. This is 5. I got one for Raph, and I'm going to do one for sale. But I'm going to do them separate. I want to do this as one thing. This is the Kennedy Center Honors. I've sold a few photos from the Kennedy Center that I printed up, and they were pretty cool pieces. But I've got the albums that are signed, so I'm going to put one on every Kennedy Center solo that I have, as kind of a commemorative piece, kind of drape it on the corner of the, kind of like something like this, you know what I mean, where it's going to be across the vinyl cover like that, and kind of draped over like a ribbon, and then wrap it around. So it'll add a little decor to the album. And another cool thing that where I got these, they sent me a bonus piece, and I thought it was pretty freaking cool. It is actually a Bluetooth speaker, but it's not for sale. I'm not selling it, and I'll show you here in a moment. But it's multi-faceted kind of item, and for this lanyard, did I give a price on this? If I didn't, $20, $20 to start on the Kennedy Center. Just put KC or L for lanyard. A pretty cool piece. If you were an attendee at the Kennedy Center Honors, you see a lot of the books here and there. Not a lot, but you see some books up, but you don't see too many of the lanyards that are up for grabs. So 20 on the lanyard. Here is a book that does have a dog ear to it, but all in all, it's still a great book. So not only will you get this piece here, but you will get a copy of, let me see, here's this one right here. It does have a little damage, so we're going to do DL for damage lot. It's got a rip right there. These were given to people to keep, and people took them home, and that's how they were acquired from a lot of people. It's not like they sold them to every Joe that came into the Kennedy Center, if there were anybody allowed that wasn't invited. But the cover does have that damage. But here's the backside. Here is the spine. You got to remember, these are pretty thick books to survive a 2-hour event and then be carried around until you left the show or the event, set down on tables, picked up from tables, etc., etc. But you can see it's got some great photos. If you're a George Strait fan, got live shots of George Strait from the old days. But this is the good part right here. I mean, it's all good. I especially love the kiss and the Sylvester Stallone photos, but there's the kiss. So for the lanyard, it is 20, and for the book here, I want to do 60 on this book. If this is of interest, just put KC 60, and the lanyard is KC or L. We'll just do L, KCL or L period, and do 20 starting bid on the lanyard. So, but there's the kiss in Japan. It's got more Kiss, I think, than any of the other artists in here. Very cool outtakes, some commercial photos as well. And I'm just trying to throw this in between the calendars, but has all the discography and everything about them in the book as well. It's got a lot of information. I kind of went past this first page, but it does give a lot of information about Kiss there that you can read on the discography. There's some more photos from new and old eras. There's Ace and Peter. Into the Road Show. Ace and Peter there. Very cool magazine or program. There you go, Paul. Check that out. I didn't see that one until just now, buddy. I don't know if you want to tear up a magazine for it, but there you go. That's a cool shot to have with the Smash guitar as well. The hits just keep coming at you, ain't they, buddy? So, and it's blank on the backside too, so it looks like an actual photo. You can just cut out of the book and display it. So there's Michael Crawford, and then you have Gloria Gaynor section, and then you have the Italian Stallion, Sylvester Stallone. Oh, let's see now. That's cool. That's something I'm going to have to look into. Wow. Look at all them movies that Sly's put out there. It's a lot of movies. 2 columns for a full page. And then awards and nominations are 3/4 of a page. But Rocky IV. That's one of my favorite movies right there is Rhinestone. The Hog. Budweiser, you created a monster. And they call him Drinkenstein, or call me Drinkenstein, or something like that. Rambo and Judge Dredd. No, that's not Judge Dredd. That's what was I thinking? Judge Dredd on that. That's Expendables. And of course, pretty cool family shot and Tulsa King mixed in there too. Some modern Sly. But yeah, it also shows from 1978 all the way to 2024 of all the honorees, like the pictures of all the honorees all together. So next year, Kiss will be in the next one. I do not see him in this one here. How did Bono of U2 get in before Kiss? Come on. So many people in here before Kiss, actually. I mean, even Big Bird got in 5 years or 6 years ago. Big Bird got in. How crazy is that? So, but anyway, we're at 60 right now. Hello. Who was saying that? Hello. Did Paul send you his copy, Leslie? I am the law. You have a rhinestone beanie. The missus saw someone wearing one and asked if I could get her one. I have no rhinestone beanies. I've had one in the past, but I've had a lot of the shirts, the rhinestone shirts. Mostly women's size, one size fits all. I do not know if I have any left though. So Rhonda Marie comes in at 60 on this. Nobody on the actual lanyard. So Paul Scheib, I think, yeah, I called that for you. So we're at 60 on the the book. But if you are interested in one, I do have one up for raffle right now. If you want to try for one in the raffle, it does not have this with it, but this is kind of a bonus for those that are buying this book right here. This is the schedule for the whole event there. And let me see. Right here's the back side of that. But yeah, this is kind of cool. It's got like the end is like the Kiss tribute, and then the Gloria Gaynor tribute, Sylvester Stallone tribute, also starring, but pretty cool. There are all the performers that was in it, etc., etc. So Reese Thompson is in it 100. Okay. So let me see. Stop right there, Reese, and stop right there, Rhonda. Rhonda, what I want to do for you, since you guys have been bidding on this, I'm going to give this to you, Rhonda, for 80. And I'm going to do, it's a little bit better condition, but still not perfect. And I shall show that as soon as I get to it. So Reese has already went up to 100 on this. Now, unless Rhonda, you want to outbid Reese on the better one, that is up to you. I can't stop you on that. I know Reese was at 100 for this one already, but what I want to do is do this for 80 for you. And if Reese wants, and you guys stop it there, I'll do this one that doesn't have the crease for Reese for the 100, but it does have like a little bend right there at the corner. Not much. But you can see they were used. They were carried around. Fingerprints. But still a great book. And does have that little mark right there, Reese. And then on your copy of the schedule, it does not have the tear. So those are the perks for the extra $20 on that one. If Rhonda wants to keep it where it's at for the 80. If not, she can go to 105 and fight for this one here. And we'll just make it a fight for this one since you're already at that price. I didn't want you to go too high on this bet one. Because in my opinion, 80 is fair, but 60 was even more fair, if that makes sense. So just let me know. All right. So, hey, Michelle, how you doing? So, Rhonda, you're good with that? And Reese, I'm assuming you're good with the better one, correct? And we can just call it quits on that. But if anybody wants to start the bid at 100 on a new one, not a new one, but one that is just a little bit better than the one I gave for Reese at 105, we can start a third one because I got a connection. Okay, I just found one, and I'm going to show you this that I was talking about earlier that I didn't get to show you yet. I'll be putting this in with my display because I'm hoping to get Peter Criss to sign my Kennedy Center Honors vinyl, and he'll be the fourth and complete, the complete set, all four of them. Hopefully that happens this weekend from some mutual friends, and once that does, I can start putting the display piece, and if not, I'll have to go do it myself. So we'll see how it goes. But yeah, this right here is actually a Bluetooth device celebrating 50 years, but you turn it on and it pairs with the cell phone, and you can play Bluetooth music through it. So you can jam Kiss. I can have this in the case, but it does run on battery, so that's not a great thing. So I'm not sure if I want to do that or not, to actually use it. But it would be cool. But not only does it come with that, but this is like a metal piano, like a watch kind of situation. I don't know if this was part of the display, but it sure looks like it was. I could be wrong on that, but it is pretty cool because it fits perfect on there. So, do it like that, whatever. But I dig it. It's just pretty cool. Plus the lanyards, which nobody was in on, for only $20. I mean, that's a great piece right there for the guests that went to the Kennedy Center. So that I've sold meet and greet for KISS things at more money than that. Now, I didn't start them off for that high, but they still went higher. That's more special in my opinion. That's just my opinion, because to me, the Kennedy Center honors, it don't matter if Bozo the Clown or Godzilla was the president of the United States. For KISS to get the Kennedy Center honors notice or notoriety, I guess is the word, that's a big deal. It should be for anybody, especially KISS fans. That's just me. So, which is why I had Ace do the first one and now the only one, unfortunately, from what I understand, with the Kennedy Center honoree on the album cover. I was just proud that they got that notoriety, and I guess Ace was as well. And you can tell it with Paul and Gene, they were proud of it also. And no band should decline that, no matter who's in office. I'm not a very political guy. Sure, I've said a few things. Sure, I've been upset. And it's happened on both sides of the aisle for years and years and years. I just was late to the party. So I always kept it to myself, and I still do now, because there's no point in fighting over it. It's just one of those things that's temporary, no matter what. And you just gotta, what's the word? Try to thrive the best you can and survive in life. No, just do it yourself. All right. So if that makes sense, I'm rambling here, but I'm really, to me, this is not political in any way, in my opinion. And that's my story. I'm sticking to it because that's the truth, as far as I'm concerned. So, but yeah, back where I was, Facebook card, Bozo, what? Haha, Facebook card, Bozo in ages. Bozo the Clown, haven't heard that in decades. I used to love Bozo the Clown when I was growing up. Throwing them little balls, the red balls in the little tiny buckets. I think they got smaller and smaller, didn't they? Or was it just further and further away made them look smaller? But it's such a fun little thing before you went to school to watch Bozo the Clown, or in repeats, of course. So, all right, nobody on this Love Gun here. If anyone's interested in that, Love Gun 10. And I'm going to go ahead and put these other ones away. And then let me start a couple of the others here. And then I'll put these Kennedy Center items up after I call all three of them. Because Reese and Rhonda, 80 and 100. And Reese is in at 20 on the lanyard. I believe he's the only one. And let's do the 1997 calendar. I'll do 15 for these. If anyone's interested in these, 15 on all the bigger calendars. Starting bid. So these are all starting bids. If you want them, put up a fight for them, I guess, is the only thing I can say. Because I don't have any more to really offer as far as claims go. I may have one that's a duplicate. I'm not sure of extras, that is. A duplicate of a duplicate. So there's all your posters there. And then I'll show you what they look like on the inside. Unfortunately, they didn't take advantage of them pages there on the back side. But it's better to have more pages and just make all posters out of them, and you can cut the calendar year off the bottom and save the photos if you'd like. Scrapbook it. I need to make sure that this is complete. So let me check. All right, so we got January, February, which is debut. So that's what I was afraid of. Somebody tore out March. So March marched out of the book. So no March. There is April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, and December. So let's go ahead and redo this. Let's start this off. I don't think there's any bids on this. Let's go ahead and start this one off. Let's do $5 for it. It's missing a page and it's got some damage to a page, so I'll reduce it $10. So if you're interested in that, just to chop it up and put some posters up. The page you are missing, I believe, is that one right there with Peter Criss. And why not? That's probably the best one of them all. So that one is the one missing, and let me put these up out of the way and call these items. All right, Danny Miller. All right, so Danny Miller starts a new one. So Reese and Rhonda, you are locked in. Let me grab this third one. I got the one upstairs for the raffle already. So I've got my keeper put up. And this will probably be the only one I sell tonight. I will try to save another one for another auction, or to do a better looking book for a raffle and got to choose maybe. But this one is nicer than the other two. And it's going to be a starting, we're already at 105. So there is no bent corners on this one. They all have that because it's such a heavy book. It's not like it's been torn through. It's just the fabric. It kind of puts it in a bind for as thick as this cover is to as soft as the pages are, if that makes sense. That's my opinion. I don't know why it makes it look rippled, but it's definitely not any kind of moisture damage. It is just the way the books are made. They're all kind of like that right there. All right, so we're at 105. Is there 110? And this will come with a schedule as well. And let me go and grab a copy of the schedule and go with that. Make sure that don't fall. Currently, Reese is at 20 on that. We're going to call that. I don't think I did yet. Okay. Unfortunately, these are all not. They're not perfect on these. But there you go, Danny. That'll be yours if you are the lucky winner of the third one and the final one for tonight. And they will come in this sleeve here, and I'll make sure that they're. I'm probably going to put these in record boxes, the 12 by 12 record boxes, and put some cardboard between them and kind of cushion them in. Ship them safely, but I got to order some more tonight. So it's probably on your wall, Kitty. What is that? Oh, the Peter Sparkle. Chances are it could be. That's me with Total. Have a great night, everyone. All right, you too, Rhonda. I'll get in touch with you, okay? Invoices always go out on Thursdays for me, and that's Monday through Wednesday combined shipping. So if you come back tomorrow or you were here yesterday, anything you buy tonight is going to be combined together. So you save some shipping money each week. All right. So let me go ahead and grab this lanyard. All right. It's my life, it's my life. And as a reminder, I do still have this one. If anyone's interested in this signed poster, beautifully signed by Gene Simmons, the Demon Destroyer. Signed twice, silver and black. For those that don't know, I'm sure most of you do. He signed it because he didn't like the silver on the leg. And it was within seconds of each other, and it looks completely different, but this was bent over on the back side to fit the frame. So when you get it, just know that that's going to be bent, but I will send you the size of the frame that it fits. That way you got the frame that fits it even with that bend there. All right. Looks great frame. And that is $350 starting bid. $350 on that, and I had this one up last night. This is on rice paper. This is from Canada. I think I had this at 125 last night. I want to do 100 on this if anyone's interested. And then I've also got the big Scotland poster. And initially, I think I started off at 175, and then I went to 150. But for that poster, I'll do 130 for it. If there's any interest, I'll save $20. If there's any interest in the Scotland chopper poster, I can show you on that one. And let me go ahead and roll that up and seat that there. Let me go ahead and write some stuff down though, guys, but I do have some stamps. Not only are these KISS stamps, but there's other stamps that'll be involved as well. And then I got a tumbler for the pinball machine, if anyone's interested in that. So Danny Miller comes in at 120. Let me see. Who was outbidding Danny? I missed that. So Gianni, how you doing, Gianni? Hey, Joe. How you doing? So Danny Miller's in at 120. We're going to do a 1 minute countdown for Danny Miller on the Kennedy Center program book. The best one of the three. All right. No. I have to find my old monster calendar. Yeah, I don't think I have one tonight, but if you don't, message me because I may have a few. So I did have quite a few monsters at one time. Monster calendars. Let me write down Rhonda Marie. Kennedy Center book and sketch 80. And then Reese Thompson. We're going to call that lanyard too. I don't think I did on that one, but I think that was Reese for 20, correct? And if that is the case, I am just going to put 120 for lanyard and book. Yep, so that is the case. So 120, good package there, Reese, for both of them. So that is lanyard and book. 2 small bend on corner. That way I know how to separate from Danny's. Since he is currently going strong at 120. All right. Are you going to North Carolina, Leslie? Or are you going down south to Florida with Reese, or where Reese is at? Either way it goes, have a blast. Anywhere is better than home for anything if you're going on vacation. Have fun. I don't think Reese was going to North Carolina. So you have to be going to Florida. So Danny Miller, congrats on that book, buddy. You got the better one of the bunch, but they're all three cool. You didn't have to go to Washington, D.C., and you can watch it on TV and much cheaper. So, but it still would have been an experience of a lifetime, that's for sure. But I had the joy of going to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame celebration, which I'm pointing to Ace, even though he wasn't. He was at the Rock and Roll. I didn't get to go to the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. Work wouldn't allow it. I had ways of me going, but I was invited to go to the Jimmy Fallon show and bring some friends with me and fill up that room for the live show to celebrate the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame induction with the band. So that was fun. Oh man, it's dry down here. Even my nose is feeling it. All right, so that was Danny Miller for better of three. Okay. All right, let's go ahead and put this up. $20. I just put PB20. I got this, I think. Can't remember if I bought it or if it was a sample that I got from my buddy Jay. I'm pretty sure it was Jay that I got this from and not Nick and Anna. I think the straw's inside. No, it's not a straw. I don't know what that is, but this is sealed. No, it's not. Hand wash only, not dishwasher safe, or not dishwasher, dishwasher. Not dishwasher safe, not microwave safe. Of course, it's metal. You don't put it in a microwave. Avoid extreme heat. Yeah, because it would get hot if you try to grab it. It is metal. Items may show slight imperfections. In other words, way to cover your ass. No. So these do look great. They look awesome. But this is the Stern Pinball version of the tumbler. You can see the bright colors on it. You can do PB 20 on that one if this is of interest to you. PB 20. And then if you're interested in Halloween fan-made stuff, I do have this one here, and it's the only one I've got, but Michael Myers. Just put H for Halloween. 20. H2O. Boy, Stephanie is mighty quiet tonight. Where'd she go? The comments are like not moving too often, which is rare. Not saying that in a bad way. It just I'm used to a lot of movement, and even if there's not bids, there's a lot of movement in the comments. We got 40 people still hanging out here. Thank you guys, and don't forget, Josh Bartos is over in KLA tonight as well. I'm sure he's got some killer vinyl over there tonight, so check him out if you get a chance. Great bunch of guys over there in California. So Brock Kissinger, Josh, I think Paul Weber's in with the guys as well, friends. Yeah. Oh, you're having a tough day. I'm sorry to hear that. Share with the class, Stephanie. Let us know what's on your mind. What's on your mind? Talk to me. Talk to me. All right. So, while Stephanie's putting on the turbo unit for her fingers, we will put this up, and then let's see how she's doing. These are Australian stamps. And hey, Brenda, how you doing? Don't work too hard. Let's do the stamps. If anyone's interested in these, I'll do 30. You saw that, eh? Let me call you a Wayne Balance, Angelo. He said, Kenny picking on me. Oh, Wayne. Love you, Angie. For those that do not know, Angelo is Angie. And I am Kenisha or Kendra or Kenita or whatever other name he wants to make up for me that particular week. All right, so I had 30 on these stamps here. Let's do all these stamps here together. And for anybody that's a stamp collector, if you know anyone that's a stamp collector, these are pretty cool. And they're not complete. I've sold a few of these sets on my KFB auction page a while back. So let me show you the different ones. And let's go ahead and put a starting bid on these at, I'll do 15. 15 for all of them to start. And for a stamp collector, these might be something you're really looking for. So ought to be in great condition. But here's country artists. There's only, it looks like a quarter of a book here. It looks like 2, 4, 6, 8 stamps. But you can see some of the artists there: Patsy Cline, Hank Williams, the Carter family, etc., etc. So there are those. That's just part of it. So let me get to the rest. If you want to wait on bidding, you can. If not, if that's worth 15 to you, start bidding now. But there's more. These are, I'm assuming, maybe blues artists. I could be wrong on that. There's Robert Johnson. I'm pretty sure he's a blues man. Mr. Blues Man. All right, let's see. I want to keep an eye on the comments here. And there are these. There's Bing Crosby. So I guess Al Jolson. Not sure if they're all blues, but musical artists. And the kit stamps for 30. And here is the rest of the stamps. So quite a few. This one looks like it's been used but cut. It's like a jukebox. Pre-sorted first class. Here's a John Lennon metered stamp. Here is the Carter family stamp. These are all individually done. Here is Ray Charles stamp. Here is what's her name? Take another little piece of my heart now, baby. What is her name? Help me out, guys. I am completely drawing a blank, but I know who it is. I know what she sings, and I just cannot think of her name. I got so many names in my head right now from all these stamps, for one. Son of a bitch. I feel like it ignorant that I don't know my music, but I do. I know what song she sings, I know her name, and I just cannot think of it at this very moment. I'm trying not to look at the comments because I know I'll figure it out without looking at the comments. And I'm just giving myself another 10 seconds or so to do so. Policeman, of course. If you want to go towards Alanis Morissette, but I know that's not her. Damn, somebody like her. All right. I'm going to hate myself when I look at the comments to see who it is. Janis Joplin. Okay, see? It was on the tip of my tongue, too. Is it on the stamp? Now, see, now I really feel like a dumbass. It is. So I can't read that kind of writing, Joe. I'm sorry. I think, yeah. Again, so here is the ants. Oh, I'm sorry. It says the Beatles. I can't read, folks. Here is rock and roll. Here's a jukebox. There's a couple of those. These are on actual paper, so those are there. There's the peace sign. But $15 for all these if you're interested, and I'll check out the comments. Starting bid. And then there's a Hank Williams. Another jukebox. Here is on these are used on a piece of paper. You can trim it up, but these are Hendrix. I never believe I could not think of Janis Joplin's name. Here's Johnny Cash, unused. And then two more jukeboxes. I could have swore I had some Elvis Presley stamps in here too, but I think maybe I did sell those. Let me check the envelope that I put these in though. Hang tight. So there may be more. But all these for $15. I don't know if you can use these and put them on your actual mail and save $15 in shipping just by using them. I don't know. Let me see if there's still any. Yep. So there are. These may be. Nope. No Elvis. But these. Yeah, there is. Okay, so here's all your rock and roll stamps. So there's Bill Haley, Clyde McFadder, Richie Valens, Otis Redding, Buddy Holly. What's her name? Dinah Washington. And then there's Elvis Presley. So all those stamps will be with the lot also. If you are interested. Okay. I am tired, Joe, to be fair. So I just could not think of that, and that baffled me. So let me check on these. The stamps, the KISS stamps 30, the other stamps, the miscellaneous are 15. And let's see if there's any. There is Karen who is interested in the stamps. So thank you, Karen. I knew there'd be one person out there. I'm just not the one either. I thought I was, but I just not my thing. Okay. All right. Got 28 hanging out. So thank you all. And let me go and write Karen down for 15 for the envelope of stamps. I forgot with you, Karen. I needed to come down here, and I want to see if I can find that right. I don't think I'd be able to find that right now, but I'm going to have to look tomorrow morning. For your Ozzy picture disc that you bought. These are Andy Powers masks. He bought them after the auction last night, along with a signed cologne. Speaking of signed, here is Kiss Monster. $150 for the signed Monster CD if anyone is interested in that, fully signed by the band. But yeah, I gotta get your Ozzy picture disc out of here. If anyone wants this big old thing, there's Tommy Thayer, End of the Road. Pretty nice photo, 16 by 20 if I'm not mistaken on that. If there's any interest in that, I'll do 75 on that starting bid. Just put TT 75 for Tommy Thayer. Let me try to find this Ozzy picture just real quick like it. Black Sabbath, the Eternal Idol. I just can't remember what I put that in. Also, here is Donington, signed by Gene Simmons in red. Tour book, owned by Gene Simmons. That is 200 if anyone is interested in the Donington tour book. 200 on that. D 200. Okay. So I don't think it is in that section, so I got to go back over this section. And since I'm going to be doing that, I might as well dig out some Kiss vinyl to try to move some of that stuff. Just a few. Nothing major. Nothing major. All right, I have some coasters here. Can't remember where I got this one right here, but it's kind of cool. Here's a radioactive coaster. Like Bruce uses. I don't think this is a BK item, but it's still pretty cool nonetheless. I'll do $6 on that. It's like a leather stitched. It's a very nice coaster. You can see the leather in there, but really nice cork bottom. But it's kind of like a suede more so. It's pretty cool. I put it on my table and it does not slide on this slick table, not without major force. If you was to put a cup on that, it ain't moving nowhere. So it's pretty cool grip for it to be suede looking. All right, these are on their way to be signed. Let me try to find this Ozzy album for Karen, just so I can put her stamps in it. That way she don't have to pay any shipping at all. While I'm thinking of it. And regardless, she won't, but I'm just trying to make my life easy while I'm here. So here's all my Ozzy. Tears. Oh boy, where did I put that sucker? It got separated from the pack. So I gotta find it. There's only 2 places it could be though, so it wasn't in this side, but I just skimmed through it, so I'll double check it again. But I know it's pretty thin though. Let me confirm here, because it may have gotten in between 2 vinyl. If there's any Ghost fans here, let me know. We got lots of Ghosts. Huh. Thing has gotta be in here though. I'll find it. What we got there? Okay. So let me make sure there's no bids or comments I'm missing. See if you guys are looking for anything. Seaford Coaster, I think I had 5. Donington was 200. Let me see. It is a nice red signature. I beg your pardon. That's how I act all the time. I hardly sleep anytime. But yeah, to show how tired I really am, and knowing that I think Speedy just got here, didn't he? You know what? I'm not going to do that. I ain't that damn tired. So I do have an RCA Club edition for these Comet OG pressing. And I got a Europe OG pressing. Let's do E for Europe. If anyone is interested in the Europe OG, this is funny. I had friends, they were singing, it was probably about six or seven different people and the song Carrie was on in Vegas, and they all started singing Kenny instead of Carrie. It's like, you guys, I thought it was funny, but um, yeah, it just caught me off guard, and I couldn't help but laugh pretty hard. So the final countdown. Let's start that off at. I'll do 25 on that. I know I paid more than 25 for this, but it does have a couple blemishes. I don't know how much more than 25, but it seems like it was 30. It wasn't too much more. I don't think. I don't know. I know it's kind of a challenge to find it sometimes, but who here has ever seen the movie Hot Rod? That's a great movie with all Europe music. That was great. Oh, Speedy just left. Okay. Cool. Uh-oh. All right, this is what happens when you don't have a PJ with you. Hang on one second, guys. Let me close you down here for a second so I can get to my charger because I screwed up. I got to charge my phone. I forgot that I was not at 100% before I started this auction because I've been on the phone a lot today with different people and messaging and stuff. So we're going to stick to this straight on right here. I just got to get used to it for at least another 15 minutes or so. And I'll probably go to around 10:30 night. So if you want to stick around, that'd be awesome. But again, Josh Bartos is over in KLA. If you want to go hang out with them, that's cool too. But in answer to your question, Joe Locke, the stamps did not sell, and they are $30 starting bid. So let me know if you want to come in at $30. Just put KS for KISS stamps. But the other stamps did for Karen Russell, and I'm just trying to find her picture disc of Ozzy, and I can't find it at this very moment, but I will. Yeah, and Hot Rod is crazy. I love that movie. Yeah, he is new at this. I know you would think I am the way I'm acting right now, and I've kind of held up the auctions by actually going out of my way to go get calendars to try to find one, but it made it worth my while. I did sell a few, and I do have a few left to offer. So, all right, what was funny? I'm sorry, what was that? Let me see. What did I miss? Unless it was the. Let me see, because I know if Eric says something on here, it's locked in on the feed. So I guess see where. I don't think he can delete it on here. But no, I don't see him. Okay, I see you. I see your bid from earlier, Joe. I'm sorry. I am very tired, so I don't see Eric in here. So, if you guys are talking about Eric singer. Poor Michael Altini, the disappointed Kiss fan. I'm trying to see what Karen is getting all worked up over. Oh, okay. And you're just making a joke. 1986 calendar opened, white background on the cover. They are coming up, Leslie. Give me a minute, damn it. No, they're coming up. Hang on one second, because I was actually, did I say that out loud? I want to get to the other calendars, or was I just thinking it in my head? I was probably just thinking it in my head, and I'm still looking up at this camera, but I know I'm down on this one. So I'm trying to keep the drink lower so you ain't looking at my nostrils. At least here it's a little higher. And but anyway, kiss stamps. Those are yours, Mr. Locke. Let's see, stamps. Thank you all, and I will get that calendar for you here in a second, Leslie. Show you the calendar and Joe lock him in. Okay, so let me see what I got here. We have the Animalize Asylum era. More so, oh, this is cool. I always did love that photo. I don't think I've ever seen that photo that big. Psych. I just got to get them out of my way so I can actually open this up. But here is the calendar, 1986. So this is 40 years old this year. Good condition. I mean, there's no major bends or anything on the corners. I'm not saying it's 100% perfection, but so far, without seeing if any pages have been ripped out. But that's a cool. I always did like that photo of Paul with that guitar. So there is one, and this don't give like a show of all the photos like the others do on the back. So so far we got 3 for 3 on the months. Very cool Eric Carr shot there. $15 on all these calendars to start. Okay, so just put A for Asylum, Animalize, whatever you want to think of it as. It's kind of in between period on these photos, I think. There's another great one. Wow. I wish I had these as a kid, as a teenager. I would have hung these up instead of the little pinups. I actually drew that photo there with pencil. A big poster of it. I have it still somewhere. It's cool axe. So we are in November. There is Eric Carr. You can definitely tell it's been used because people have kind of gone through the pages as they change the months and stuff. I don't know if you can see the bend in the paper there, but you see it's been grabbed and flipped over. And all right, let's see what December is. Of course, it would be Pablo. All right. So yeah, like I said, it's December, and there's the back. So there's no preview of all the posters. You have to show them individually. So that's why most of you just sat here and checked them all out with me for the first time in a long time. It's been a very long time since I've looked at that. And I think Leslie was in at 15 on that, and I don't think there was a bid on the 97 calendar. Was there a bid on the 97 calendar for 5? It seems like I had somebody come in at 5 on that. Let me confirm that. I know I could scroll back and find it. Pretty far back anyway, but it seems like there was a 5. Okay, I guess not. I don't see it, but I just kind of went pretty fast here. So let me go backwards again. Isn't that weird? You're showing on Eric Carr and then calendar for the month of November, and the month of November is when he passed. Yeah. I guess that could be considered kind of weird. But it is a 1 in 12 chance of that happening, to be honest. And then you got the odds of a 4 members, so that's 1 of 12. And then you've got the 4 members, so that's 1 in, I guess it's 1 in 3 chances, I guess, out of the 4 members to be able to be on that month. If you get technical, I'm not trying to get all Rain Man on everybody. So here is 1998 calendar, 15 on that, and we're going to call the Asylum Animalized calendar for Leslie at 15 for the 1986 calendar, unless there's anybody at 16 in the next 15 seconds. But here is the Kiss Official 1998 Psycho Circus year calendar. I think this was replaced by the Solo Faces of Modern Kiss. It looks like a solo album, but right there's all your photos in this one. And let's see what live shot that is there. Pretty cool. And let's see what these pages look like. Let me try to find. That's a pretty cool shot. So, all right, so 15 for that one. Just put 1998 15. And let's go. Not everybody likes calendars, but maybe you like coasters. Let's do this coaster set. This coaster set looks to be used, and it's definitely used. I'm going to start these off. They're double-sided, so you'll find a better side of the two, that's for sure. Let me see. Yep, there's a better side of that one, and some may just need cleaned up. They may not have been cleaned up before they got put back in this package with a wet rag. So here's all your coasters. There's 4 of them, but they're all double-sided, so you get 8 total. So here's all your coasters, and I want to show you the condition of them. And like I said, you can clean them up, and they probably like 80% of it would clean off. But that debut, maybe not so much on these coasters here. So I'm going to start these off. Let's do, let me see. I'll do $2 each. So $8 starting bid. $8. Here is Hotter Than Hell on one side. And then here is Rock and Roll Over on the other. Here is Kiss Alive. Kiss Alive 2. Here is Destroyer, which these are the 2 dirtier ones. You can see that dirt right under my finger right here. And then you can see the kind of discoloring of this one. It may clean up, but I wouldn't count on that one. It looks like it's just faded. A lot of black. So here is Dressed to Kill. And here is Love Gun. So... and I do have to say congrats to Leslie on the Asylum. That was called a long time ago in my head. I just didn't say it out loud. So, nor do I. There we go. So, 1986 calendar for $15. Okay. Leslie. All right. Yeah, I agree. Fluffy gives people a variety. And then we're going to shift over to a vinyl. And we got 23 people in here. Awesome. So let's see who all is in here. Let me know who's here. Let's see if there's 23 people after Leslie's LOL that's brave enough to say hi. I'm going to count myself as one of them. So there's actually 22. Let's see if there's 22 comments in here. That would be fun just to see who all is watching, and let's acknowledge each other. No need to spy. I'm a nice guy sometimes. So, all right, awesome. See, I have, there we go. That's what I like to see. So, what we're going to do, since y'all are saying hi, and even if you're a Kiss fan or not a Kiss fan, you're going to want on this one. And let's see, what do we do? I'm going to let you guys vote. We have a 50th and we have a 40th or 45th. So you guys vote. You tell me which one you want to bid, starting at $1, and we can do K for Kiss, or we can do D for Dynasty. All right. So this is the 45th anniversary Mylar. Got the Mylar poster in there. I agreed to myself to not keep this just for the poster. I'm letting it go, but we're going to start off at $1 if you guys vote for this one. This is D for Dynasty. K for Kiss Gold Nugget. Both of them sealed. Both of them in perfect condition. No dents or dings. I'm not starting them off at $1 because they're trash. I am just here to have some fun with you guys, and my token of appreciation to you guys, to maybe somebody might get a good deal and bum old Kenny out at the same time. Who knows? But I was talking to PJ about this. You see how they did the Mylar on this debut, but they did the jewels on the one he had the picture disc. Why in the hell did they not do the Mylar and the jewels on that picture disc and make it just a badass album altogether? You know what I'm saying? So, in my opinion, they should have put the jewels and the Mylar all in one pop and make it worth the $300 Frisbee that it became. So, all right. So we have a lot of Ks, or a few Ks, but more so Ds. But let me check this. Let me see, Joe. Let me go to this. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We got 6 Ds. Let's see how many Ks as of right now. And this is as of Joe. So Fluffy's 1, 2 for Michael Anderson, 3 for Reese, 4 Joe, 5 for Fluffy, is it? But then Wade comes in. Oh, this is close. Come on, Fluffy. No politics. It's called democracy, like a democracy. Fluffy's cheating. Fluffy always cheats. Yeah, I see it's like 3 Ds. He just likes the D. I'm sorry. I had to, Fluffy. Shit. I'm going to jail. Facebook jail. All right. Let's see. You want to see my ID? No, I'm good. All right, here we go. We're going to vote. Let's do. We'll do this at 10 o'clock. We got 2 minutes to 10 o'clock, so we're going to take a legitimate vote for a D or a K for Kiss or Dynasty. Let's start. We're going to do it at the 3 X's of Stephanie's and move our way up. So, and deduct Fluffy's cheating marks there. So we got K for Karen, Joe, Wade, Cynthia, Donnie. We got Reese, And 2 Joes. We got Joe Locke and Joe Perricone. So that's 7. 8 with Michael. So I see 8 Ks, and I see Wade coming and Kiss, but he already said K. So we got 8 Ks, right? So, and then let's check the Ds. Fluffy, you're too late on that D there. I know you like it, but no moss for you. So we got 1 D for Fluffy. We got 2 Ds for Fluffy, so we're going to keep it at 1. Michael Anderson's 2. Reese Thompson is 3. Joe Locke is 4. Fluffy did another one. So I see 4. I see 4 Dynasty and 8 Kiss. So we are going to do the Kiss. All right. But I see a couple more that came in on that, but all that crap for nothing. I'm not going to put these up. No, I just can't. I have to put both of them up at D and a K for $1. So D 1, K 1. Bid on them both, and I will keep up with the comments. So whichever one you want, my friends, you have a chance to get, and let's see how cheap you get it. So I know you're not going to message each other and say stop bidding, and try to talk your friends out of getting a good deal. So you can get a better deal or whatever. So run with it. All right. And in the meantime, for those non-vinyl people, let's do this Destroyer figure. We got Gene Simmons Destroyer. And see, I'm doing that with 29 people in here. I hardly would do that with 50 people in here, but I'm having fun. So hopefully you guys are too. And for this Gene Simmons figure, I got to do on this one, I'll do 40 for the Gene Simmons figure. You can see it's slightly yellowed, but I will tell you that the shipping is going to be an easy $20 on this. So you're looking at $60, which is a fair price still for the statue still in the package. So G40. Let me wet my whistle. And let me see if there's anybody on them coasters. So let me see. See Michael in at 30 on Kiss, but Reese comes in first, and then Joe's in at 40, but Reese is in at 50 on Kiss first on my end. Cynthia is at 40 as well. So the debut is currently at 55 from Cynthia. She just knocked you all out on that one. And Dynasty is currently the lead bid on that one is 30 from Joe Locke. 30 from Joe Locke on Dynasty. 55 from Cynthia on the Kiss debut. Go Nugget. What was I wanting to do? Okay, so let me write down these vinyl names here. Kiss, Dynasty, Foil. Excuse me. And then the debut Mylar. I hate drinking out of bottles of pop. It always gives me like a heartburn or incongestion, or you know what I'm saying? What do you call it? I can't even think. Where you're burping all the time. 55 for Wade on Dynasty. 55 from, or actually no, I've seen a 60 higher. 60 from Joe. Cynthia's out on that. Again, these are the anniversary editions, and they are both sealed. So right here is the Dynasty. I think that's got Mylar effect to it, don't it? Yeah. Pretty cool albums, the way they made the silver shine and the red and green. Made it all chrome instead of gray. Silver looking. I shouldn't say chrome, but let me go and put that back in this protector here. And currently, Dynasty is at indigestion. Thank you, Brenda. Thank you. I could not think of the freaking term. I thought I said it, but it just didn't sound right for a second there. All right, so Dynasty is at 55 from Wade Lucas. Is that correct? I thought I saw 60, but that could be for the Kiss album, so or the debut. So I don't know what these things go for regularly, but you guys aren't disappointing. So we're at 60 on that. And you know what? We will go ahead and do an RCA Club Furley's comment, see if there's any interest in that one, and start it low as well. But yeah, that one's cool too with the silver Mylar and that. But yeah, like I said, like Joe said, is a missed opportunity, that's for sure, in my opinion as well. To not do the jewels and the Mylar all in one shot there, it's ludicrous. All right, so we are at 62, and that is for the Dynasty and the Kiss. Is at 55 for the Kiss Gold from Joe. Hang on, no. Joe's at 60. So we're at 60 on Kiss, or debut. Hang on 1 second, mate. No, I'm sorry. Yeah, I kind of got this screwed up in my head, only in my head because I'm tired, but debut Kiss is kind of the same thing. So the Kiss album is at 60, and the Dynasty is currently at 60 as well, if I'm not mistaken on this right now, or 62, I should say, from 65 from Joe now. 79 is regular price on Dynasty. Why 79? Where does 79 come from? Is that a Kiss Online price at 79? I've never seen anything of a Kiss record be like a 79 or 69. It's like $19.99 or $79.99 or plus tax and shipping and all that stuff. So we got Joe and Wade going after Dynasty right now pretty hard, or 68 for Wade. And feel free if you guys want to go and take some time and look for comps. I don't want you overpaying, but it is up to you to go see what comps are or whatever, wherever your source is. I myself am not too much of an evil bayer, but I do. Are they still on Kiss Online? I thought they sold out. It don't matter. I mean, they usually sell out of every freaking vinyl by now, so that's been out for a while. I've had this one here for an easy 6 months since I bought it. Close enough price, gotcha. But is it still available on Kiss Online? Oh, Kenny's not mad, Fluffy. Kenny is not mad at all. So if these, I don't know what they go for, and a buck start, that's up to you guys where you want to bring them. So I'm not going to inflate them for you, but it is up to you on these. I mean, hell, I've sold vinyl that I paid $5 for 20 years ago for $200. So I never expected it. You know what I mean? But I sure didn't start off at no $200 on some. I usually let people tell me on what they want to pay for things, and then I'll say yes or no if it's a rarity, and if it's just something that's common, yeah, sure. I don't care. But yeah, both of them, both the covers are cool. And currently, the debut, Joe is out on the debut, or the Dynasty, I should say, and that is at 68 from Wade Lucas. So going once for Wade at 68, unless there is a 70. And then for which album was that? Let me go back to that. What's up, Donnie? How you doing, buddy? If I didn't say that already. The cover is cool AF. Okay, so it is Dynasty for 68. Let's go to go find the Kiss. That was from Wade. And KK, where is that? That is at 60 from Joe Lascon. And I do need to go look at the coasters because I do know that they had a bid, and I got it written down here now. And let's go and call these records to get them done and over with. And your bid was what, $8, right, Joe? Let me go back here. D. C for coasters. I gotta go before the voting. And that was $8 for C8. Joe Locke. All right, I haven't officially called these vinyl, so we will now. And hello, Teresa. I see Michael Luttrell is here. Sorry, guys, I missed a lot of names in here. Just scrolling up and down, just looking at these letters here. But I appreciate you guys coming in, saying hi. And let me know you guys are here tonight, hanging out. So let's call these vinyl here. And Wade Lucas, 68 for Dynasty. Congrats on that, Wade. And then we had the Kiss for 60, I think, from Joe Lascon. Yes. Let me make sure there was nobody at 60 before. That way I can give a fair shake on that. Nope. We had 255s, but no 60s for two people. So Joe was the only one at 60. So congrats on that, Joe. And thank you guys. Appreciate it. And let's go ahead and start this while I'm putting these records up. Let's do the RCA Club, Frehley's Comet. And let me show you the cover on this, and then the sleeve / wax, whatever. I'm pretty sure there's a sleeve in this one. Where is it at? Bear with me, folks. There we go. It's thin. So right here. I can't remember. What the hell is that again? Is that a dog? I don't know what that is. Maybe you guys can tell me what that is. This is like Bigfoot or something. I don't know. But anyway, for the Frehley's Comet, here is the cover. And here is the back. You see right here the catalog number for RCA. And right here is the tell off for that as well. So very clean Frehley's Comet. Original pressing. Here is the wax. And Megaforce Records. Which, let me see. Trying to see where it says. This is, yeah, it's right there is the catalog number. Sorry. So right there. R154476. So for this vinyl, I just wanted to show it to you guys, but to let you know you're not bidding on junk. And for Frehley's Comet fans, let's start this off at I hate to gouge people. Just wondering, I don't really want to start at 7, but I want to start off at $6. It's a joke. $6 starting bid. FC6. Call me dumb, call me crazy, call me stupid. Whatever you want. Because I know somebody out there wants it, and I got a pretty decent deal on it a while back from my buddy. So $6 on Frehley's Comet. And let's see. What do we got here? The Adventures of Luke Skywalker. All right. Frehley's Comet at 25. Thank you, Reese. Thank you, Richard. So we got Richard and Reese going after it. So, how very dare you, sir? What? Yeah, the poster in that Dynasty, I was debating on keeping that, dude. And that's the only reason I've held on to that vinyl for as long as I have, because I was seriously going to open it and just take the poster out of the Dynasty and frame it. And I just, man, what am I going to do with it? I've got one over here that's signed by the full band, and it's not Mylar, but now that I can't get the Mylar signed and completed, that is, it just, what's the point in having it? I wish I had debated on sending it into Ace with Josh for that Dynasty poster, and I just I'm not going to do that, because I was thinking about getting it all signed in black, and that would have looked sharp, or even white. I think white would look sharp on that silver as well, but I'd be afraid with sending it with someone else. The fingerprints, it's kind of like a white glove poster in my opinion. So if you don't have gloves on, that thing's going to be one massive fingerprint thing by the time it's all said and done, by transporting it to 4 different members. Then Christopher, LC, let's start her off at, I'll do 15 for her. I think she's worth $15, and I know that there's not a whole lot of interest, so I do not want to lose too much on this sealed Lynn Christopher album. These are the reissues of her Holy Grail album, and I have this one left remaining. So let's see if there's a bid, and I'll re-pull that. Frehley's Comet is at 35, going for Richard Cleve. So Reese, let me know if you want to come in at 37. Definitely worth $37, but it's definitely available for 35 if this is the final bid. Original pressing, RCA catalog. the club edition. Let's see. Right there. No, it's very, very small to read, so can't pick it up on the camera too much. Any Jet Boy vinyl? I do not. Johan. Jet Boy. No, I think that's Wet Boy. I think it's Michael Anderson's new band was Wet Boy. Sorry. I know not Johan, John Odom can. He has the poster and he posted it up on Facebook. See, let me see where my phone's at. We're at only 22%, but it still may be enough to power up. Let's see, I'm showing that great vinyl on a crappy camera here, and I could have maybe got 70 out of that vinyl if I showed it on my good camera. But we're at 40 for Freddy's Comet is our 42. Any Corey Feldman vinyl. No, I got FC though. No CF. So there's FC Freddy's Comet, but no Corey Feldman. So sorry to disappoint. But currently we are at 40. Is there a 42? If not, we're going to call this for Richard at 40 buckaroos. And that's a good price. Good price, in my opinion. So 42 would be the next bid on that. And we will give that another 30 seconds. Let me go ahead and get my phone going here. Unlock. Let it start. Grab me a drink. And we're setting our feet in place. And it is 10:20. Let me see. What kind of stuff you guys interested in tonight? I have CDs, DVDs, laser discs. I got Kiss laser discs. I've got Blockbuster movie laser discs, DVDs of all genres, and Blu-ray, video games, and vinyl records. Oh yeah, lots of Kiss. So you tell me if you're interested in anything. Wet Boy. Wet Boy. Michael Anderson is here. There he is. Yeah, there's Wet Boy, the lead singer of Wet Boy. Michael Anderson. So let me I don't know why I went to Facebook. It went by default, I guess. So let me close Facebook out here, guys. All right, now I should be able to resume and restream from my telephone. I'm just trying to power it up and get me in as a guest here for the upper camera now that my charger is plugged in. Like a big dummy, I forgot. You had one job. I'm here for the entertainment. New Peter Criss vinyl signed. Gianni. I've only got one. I've got a white one that's being sent in right now to get signed. And I paid $300 for it, and I was going to put it in a raff. But I've almost decided to keep that one. For like a Peter Criss display. Okay, so this is not. Oh, I got this phone turned up, don't I? Oh, I know why it is. Hang on. I got. Is there 2 tabs open in this? 2 active apps. Stop. Smart things. Go ahead. Hello, hello, hello. What is going on here? Hello. Hello. Is it echoing still? It is echoing. Hello. Is there anybody in there? And I'm I got to go back out of this camera, I guess. Close all. And let me restart this by turning it up right. This freaking phone is so touchy that I thought I can just resume it with it being open. So sorry about that. This is, yeah, Pink Floyd auction. I actually got a Dark Side of the Moon poster. If anyone's interested, like mint condition for 25. If you're interested in looking at it, I'll grab it. Okay, let me turn the phone. Is it still echoing? Why? I thought I hit the mute. Mute. Let me just shut this app off. No, I don't want to do that. All right, test. 1, 2, 3. Let me turn this phone up. Test. That should be good. I shouldn't have to hear myself. So, there we go. So we are still mirrored correctly. Sorry about that, guys. Ricola, I know, right? I know it was so weird. There's things that I'll see on that I don't see here on the end, but I've watched the auctions back, like the strike that I did last night. I didn't see it while we were live. I went back to the auction. I saw it pop up with the strike. And I did it a couple times in another auction, thinking that it didn't go at all, but it did. It went like 2 or 3 times that night. I didn't know that it did the first 2. So, all right. So let me get back to this chat. The good thing about this restream is I never lose my comments when I have to be kicked out like that. So let me call the Ace Frehley or the Frehley's comment. And that is Richard Klebe at 40. Thank you, Richard. Sorry about that, buddy. That's the longest called auction there for something I said I'd do in 15 seconds or whatever it was. Please comment. Good deal. All right. So, Kenny, you have to rewatch your face on some of your reactions. It's a keeper. There's some times where it's like when the camera's like paused, it's like ugh. Like I look like I don't know what the word is without offending anyone. It's just um, I don't look normal. Let's put it that way. When a camera catches me, pauses at an awkward moment or whatever, with my eyes closed, my mouth open, or my mouth open and my eyes closed. What did I just say that? I just reversed it. I don't know. Uh, there's different times where I see like a still photo of myself that was not taken and not approved. So the comeback king. Um, this is so unprofessional. You're right, Michael Anderson. I was thinking the same thing. I know how all this software works, but it was not cooperating. It was very unprofessional of Restream. We're going to put it off on Restream. Kenny broke the auction again. Yeah, first I kill my camera and or my phone, forget to plug it in, and then extra large shirts. I don't want to get into shirts tonight, but Richard ask me again tomorrow. And let me go grab some laser disc, and I will include some laser discs from Kiss. All right. So I will grab a few movie ones also, some to remember that you may want, even if you just want it for the artwork. So hang tight. All right. I need to run to the restroom, but I want to go ahead and get something started here. Um, for a couple things. Let's do these. So I've got Kiss Crazy Nights. This is on a video disc. You see, it's not your typical laser disc, but you can play it on a laser disc player. So right there is the CD video, and that is signed by BK in chrome paint pen. So I want to start that off at, let me see, I want to do 70 on that if there's any interest in that, 20 for the thing and the signature price. Here is Playboy, Playmate Review, and you'll see there's Shannon Tweed there as well. And if anyone's interested in the Playboy, let's do 10 starting bid on the Playboy. I'll be right back. Got a couple shirts too. Zip. Okay. And these Asylum. I think that did not sell on that one. Nobody on that Gene Simmons statue either, huh? Bear with me. Okay. So just trying to make room for all these laser discs and stuff because they're in my stool that I gotta sit down at and I have to put them on something flat. Move them around. Getting there though. I shall be getting me a box to put all this small stuff in, that's for sure. Get on my nerves. Okay, so and we are good. So let's see if there's any hits on the Crazy Nights. And unfortunately, these are signed. So it makes them a little bit more expensive, but they are cool collector's pieces. This is very rare. This is signed on the actual cover. You can see it's in great shape. And it's signed in chrome paint pen from Bruce. It's all the way to the light. All right. And here I am showing the camera down here. I think I need to show this camera right here. And not the one I got used to doing at the bottom. And just so you know, $70. This was the price tag that I had on this, and it was $80. So it is lower than what I originally had thought that with the price I paid and the price of the signature. I took that into consideration on pricing that one. So Crazy Nights, $70. Let me see. Kiss DVD concert videos. Let me go back here. Brent, you would say something like that, wouldn't you? I don't have my StreamYard, so I can't do the stop it, get some help thing anymore. So, sorry, eyes closed and mouth open. Yeah, it was, it didn't sound right, I know. Like I said, I'm tired, so 26 people still. We got 2211. And hopefully you guys checked out Josh. I'm not sure if he's still live or not. But he started at I think 7:30. Tonight, Lisa. All right, so Mr. Anderson comes in at 70. I thought he would come in on this for 10, to be honest. Well, I guess 10 is too expensive to come in on. No. So, but it does have Shannon Tweed in it. I don't know what the content of this is. I bought these in different environments. Let's put it that way. Not adult environments. I just whether it's a flea market. I've bought these through Tide. I've bought these through another auction site, and I have owned quite a few of these for quite some time. So they're all just mixed in together. I've had all the KISS Laserdisc, and I had since sold them and had a fully signed Animalized without Eric Carr on it, of course. And then I had a couple that was signed, including the Kiss Me, the Phantom of the Park, signed by Ace, Peter, and I think Paul. It was just missing Gene. And you know how much that, I'm curious, I can't remember, was it maybe Ron Whitmore that scored that from me? It was not a cheap piece, but they're not cheap when they're unsigned. So those are $300 picture or laser discs on average without signatures. And Michael Anderson, that is yours, sir. Thank you. And I hope you guys have a blast this weekend, and hopefully you've talked to Donnie, and I shall be seeing you a little bit more this summer, buddy. So look forward to hanging out, Michael. For those that do not know, hopefully I can see some of you, and we see each other, I should say, in Knoxville, Jersey, Orlando. I'm not any kind of interested right now as far as the Vegas thing. But then the biggest one for me, and maybe for you guys too, we'll see how big it actually goes. But I have no information on this, which is good. I used to get kind of some intel almost every year, and I do like not knowing what's going on, but then again, I don't. But this time, I don't need to. I got so many autographs, I don't need to make sure I know in advance, you know what I mean, of who's going, because I got enough stuff to bring in or not bring in and could care less. So I'm just going there to have fun like I always have. But I was always on a mission to get things signed, not so much these days anymore, because I've got so much. But I just look forward to seeing everybody here in Indy. That's my thing. So that's my favorite expos. They're the biggest ones, the most central area for everybody to come together, and hopefully some of you all come here. So, and you come here, I'm putting you to work. I am giving some good deals on vinyl, right, guys? So you can help me for at least 15 minutes, maybe. Strength in numbers, right? You do for 15 there, I'll get somebody there 10 minutes, 5 minutes there, et cetera. So we'll do it based on the good deals that you've gotten on what you do for your task. So I'm an entrepreneur, I'm sorry. So that is the Crazy Nights. Kenny's talking smack again. So Crazy Nights video disc. All right, let's go to the next one. Let's do, see, this one's at 150 for this one, but this is a Japanese. That's what I was saying earlier. I had since sold all my American Laserdisc, and I have kind of upgraded to didn't really upgrade, they just fell in my lap. I got some Japanese Laserdiscs. So this is signed by Eric, and that is signed by Bruce. So this is Kiss Confidential, double signed by 2 of the 4 members. Very cool piece. If you are a collector of the protective sleeve, has the sticker on it, and I just want to show you what it looks like with the chrome signatures without getting too explicit there. And Bruce is hard to see on that chrome. It's like you don't press hard enough or something compared to Eric. But there it is. I mean, Eric is like solid. Bruce is, I guess it's the way the light hits it. But it does look a little lighter here because you can see he's kind of lit up on the pin right there by the, you can see it right there. It's kind of light. But anyway, beautiful cover. For this has the credit sheet right there, And for this one, I think I showed you the price tag on it that I had, not intentionally, but there you go. Like I said, nice display piece. If you've got all the albums and you wanted to throw the video, the 12 by 12 covers of the videos next to your album collection on your wall, this would be a good way to make your catalog look complete on your wall by posting all the videos with that size art as well. Turn it up around though. So thing is so thin. Let me put it on the back side here. But let me see. What is a good price on this one? These I'm not going to dare starting too low, but I am going to get on a different item here and keep doing these also. But you can see the bid on that was $150 for Kiss Confidential. I'll do $125 on it if this is of interest tonight. $125 for the Japanese Kiss Confidential, double signed by 2 of the 4 members, Bruce and Eric of the Revenge era. And just for those that are completists, if you are interested in trying to complete some Laserdisc, we just had the Laserdisc of Crazy Nights go, but there is Kiss Confidential. Oh shoot. Hang on one second. Bear with me. I'm going to put this on first and then put the protective sleeve over the actual album sleeve. Which way does that go? No, I'm not going to lick my fingers to try to get it to go in there either. So I'll muster up the moisture by friction if I have to. So no DNA from KFB. That's pretty fun. KFB DNA. NO. No DNA. Okay, so as I was saying before, I was rudely interrupted by the hype sticker. So I do have that one. Japan, I have the Kiss Exposed Japan, and that is signed by Bruce on that one. And here is Extreme Close Up Japan, signed by Bruce and Eric. And then here is Animalize, signed by BK. So you have a chance to own all the laser discs except for the white elephant of the bunch, which is, you guessed it, Phantom of the Park. So no Phantom of the Park, but $125 on Kiss Confidential. And I don't need to show all these. I'm just going to kind of just show them up at a glance because they're all in perfect condition. And signed by Bruce or Bruce and Eric. So for Kiss Exposed Japanese, I'll do 100 starting bid on Exposed. I'll do, just type out what you're bidding on. You have plenty of time. So you can do Confidential, you can do Exposed, you can do Extreme. For Extreme, for this one's a little bit pricier. You can see I got, well, no, it's not really pricier, I guess. I think I'm reversing that. So I'll still do 125 on this. It's like $10 different from the 175 one. So 175 on Confidential, or 125 on Confidential and Extreme Close Up, 100 on Exposed. And here is Uncensored, and these are all starting bids. The Uncensored is signed in blue instead of chrome. And for Animalize Live Uncensored, this is probably one of my favorite, though it's not Japan. I will do. I'm gonna do 100 on it still. I'm still gonna do 100 on the Animalize. This is the best cut of this concert that you can get at this moment, to my knowledge, because they have taken this concert and put it onto the DVDs. But this one does not have. I don't think it has a Brazil on it, does it? This one is hard to know. Oh no, I'm sorry. This is Japanese. Sorry about that. I just not saw that. There's no Obi, but it is. It is Japanese. Just to show you guys right here. I mean, all these covers are in primo condition. Just so you know, these will look great on any wall, side by side. Yes. So you're in so far on all of them, right? Except for Animalize. And Michael Anderson, if you need to, buddy, I know you got some things going on with events, and if you need to, you can, however you need to do it on the payments. I don't know your finances, and I'm not trying to pry, but don't hesitate. If you're buying all these and you say, damn it, I can't afford to get them all, you can. Just do what you can when you can, and I'm fine with that. All right. I know you're an avid collector as well, and I know where you live. So Donnie will tell me. No. So I know I got your address anyway. So yeah, you don't want me sending Amy Beth after you either. So I know people. So but anyway, 100 Animalized, and right now Reese is in on that for 100, so 105 will be the next. Michael Anderson's at 125 on Extreme, and Exposed is 100 from Michael Anderson, and these are pretty cool. And plus, to have it signed by one or more of the KISS members, you can get Gene added to any of these later. Things like this, KISS Confidential, you may be able to get. Is this the concert? Yeah, this is the concert, right? Extreme Close Up is like the documentary. But yeah, maybe get Peter to sign that as well. It's totally up to you. Just add any members you can to them, and that way when you look at them, so Donnie stalked me. So awesome. Brett. I do it to Brett. I call Brett Brent, and then I call Brent Brett. Wow. And good night, Karen. If you're still here, I'm sorry I missed your comment earlier. I was showing all these laser discs. So, Kenny, what is the silver logo behind you beside the Ace autograph picture? Just curious. This one right there, that is a fully signed license plate. I just got that, and it wasn't cheap. So, and if anyone's interested in Eric Carr autograph, I do have one. If you are interested in it for 400, if you're interested, let me know. Okay. Okay. Did I get the I'm on it discount? What now? What exactly is I'm on it discount? It's possible. There's discounts to be had by everybody. So let me know what you mean by that, buddy. What are you looking for? When I'm talking discount, it's usually what I put up for cheaper. But I can't discount every single thing. All right, so I think Oh no, there's no bid on Confidential, is there? Hang on. I thought I saw a bid on that. Oh, there's Crazy. So Exposed. Yeah, nothing on Confidential. Yeah, that's a great piece, Brian Ace. And if you're $400 interested, that can be yours. But it is not. It is a rare piece of the Rock and Roll Hall of Fame. That is like the second to the Kennedy Center as far as honors for the band. And yeah, this is a great one. So I just haven't matted it yet. I'm going to try to find somewhere to get it matted, or unless somebody was to throw out the 400 on it, that's a possibility. But it is a 14 of the in the world, number 10, that has the 2014 Rock and Roll Hall of Fame, and beautiful signed in silver, signature on a like thick stock lithograph kind of thing. It's pretty cool. So very limited, $400 on that. Sorry, not sorry, but that is a keeper, unless someone becomes a weeper by paying the $400. Sorry. So, all right. So we got movement on the Extreme. Oh, hang on. No, nothing's moved. Okay. It's weird looking at these comments on one side of my comments that are moving this way. Oh, I see now. You're in the. Well, that's all the more reason for you to bid on the Confidential. I don't have any bids, so what are you waiting for, Todd? 125. But yeah, there's the signed license plate. You probably already have it on the Laserdisc, right? Even if you don't have a Laserdisc player, you need a copy of what you're actually a part of in history. That's just my opinion. You gotta have a copy. And I almost forgot about these. I brought these out to sell if there is any interest. This is probably a size 2X. This says Kiss Me, I'm Epic. It is Peter, but it is about a 2X Peter Griffin. So the tag is gone. Yes, Fluffy, it's gone. I didn't take it out, but it is gone. For that shirt, I'll start off at 20 for the Kiss Me, I'm Epic. And here is the Punisher shirt. This is the size 2X as well. So Gene Simmons as the Punisher. And I'll start that off at 20 also, size 2X. So GS 20 on that. And I'm going to go ahead and call these Laserdisc here in about 1 minute. Okay, guys? So if there's any more interest in those, bid now or forever hold your peace. But I still have Confidential remaining if there is any interest in that. So here is Janet Jackson, the Rhythm Nation compilation. Laserdisc, if there is interest in this. Hang on. There we go. For Janet Jackson, just put JJ or Miss Jackson if you're nasty. I'll do 15 on Janet Jackson. JJ 15. Here is Dirty Dancing. And let me just kind of pull that out a bit. There's a Laserdisc. And for Dirty Dancing, nice cover. I'll do 15 on Dirty Dancing. Here is E.T. This one, I believe. No, this is not the sealed one. So here's E.T. the Extraterrestrial. And for this one, I'll do 20 on ET 20. And last two here. Let's do Pinocchio. No, I don't know if I want to sell these. I'm fine with the movies, but these were great on, especially with this one. I don't even know if this one's actually even come to Blu-ray. Does anybody have it on Blu-ray yet? Fantasia? I don't know if it's been re-released since then. I don't think it's been on DVD or Blu-ray. I don't know. I'm gonna hang on to these because yeah, just for a reason. So all right, I will call those Laserdisc. So they're kind of locked in on everybody right now for everybody's prices. So Reese, you got the Animalized for 100. Michael, you got Extreme for 125 and Exposed for 100. So the Kiss Confidential is 125 as well if anyone's interested in Kiss Confidential. Here is Fame, and I would do 15 on Fame. Great condition on that. And we have Grease. Great artwork on this stuff. I love having these album-sized movie covers. They're awesome. I mean, even if you got like a home theater, you don't need the disc. You just want the actual cover art to hang on your wall. Pretty cool painting, though. Grease 20. Then, speaking of Miss Nasty, or Miss Jackson, if you're nasty. Well, shoot, I accidentally done that for. It goes that way. Such a tight fit on these things, which is good though, because it makes them easier to handle and less clutter looking. Insatiable, the collector's limited edition. Ooh. Trying to see what rating this is. So this is one of the top 100 best X-rated films of all time. Interesting. Maryland Chambers. If anyone's interested in that, I usually don't sell smut, but I have it on picture disc. If anyone's interested in that, I'll do 15 on that. It's in great condition, and it is one of the popular movies. One of those popular movies back in the 70s, I guess. Nope, no Fantasia for 30. Sorry, buddy. But thanks for the offer. All right, so let me write these down, and I think I might call it night. It is 11:05. You guys have been awesome over the past couple of days, and I look forward to seeing you guys tomorrow. And I'll try to wheel out some different things and re-show some things. So if you missed any like today's and yesterday's auctions, feel free to go back. I've got signed stuff that I showed and not showed, and I can show some more tomorrow if that interests you. I've got fig pins, the Love Gun, the display with the fig pins and the double platinum fig pins, Chopper posters, Gene posters, fully signed End of the Road poster. I got 4 canvases I might put up tomorrow. You guys have seen for the Dynasty. I got an original Millennium Falcon toy. I'm not sure if that's from Empire or Star Wars. Lots of CDs, lots of DVDs and Blu-rays, toys. Anything you hear in my theme song that I wrote, you're gonna see it here. So it wasn't just clever lyrics. That's the fact. So I got all kinds of things for you guys. If you're interested, I just need to know what that audience is for that evening, and that helps me out. So just don't hesitate to ever call out. I'm not always going to have Kiss vinyl. I do plan on getting more, and I've got quite a few still. So yeah, I've got all the Cruise vinyls. Did I just say vinyls? I got all the Cruise vinyl. But I'm trying to find that freaking picture disc for Kim that I gotta still find. So it might be in this pile right here, actually. Okay, cool. I think it is. With the if anyone needs the Kiss solos, the Lilith edition of the solos, $125 on those. If you're interested in all 4 of those, let me know. And they are brand new in new condition. And let me finish writing this stuff out before I say goodbye. So Reese Thompson, you have the Animalize LD. And then it's 100 on Michael Anderson, Kiss Exposed. And that was for 100. And then 125 on Extreme. Okay. So I do still have the Kiss Confidential, if there's any interest for the Japanese Laserdisc Kiss Confidential. Brian, you should have gotten an email. I'm going to hit you up after the auction, okay? But you should have gotten an email with tracking for that. Now, if you did not, let me know, all right? And I'll make sure it works out. So I just got back from vacation, and I finally got the package. Did they finally get it to you? See, Michael's been trying to track down a package that's been all over the freaking world. I sure didn't want him to be a disappointed Kiss fan and call the news. Here it comes. I'm waiting, Michael. Bring it on. I've been seeing your comments, and I don't blame you. I just had to throw one more little thing out at you. I don't know why I had to, but you were here. And I've been seeing everybody giving you so much flack over it. So I'm sorry. I don't mean to be that guy to add to it, but he probably left already, so he don't care. Yeah, there it is. I was waiting for it. That's my buddy Michael. So he's been doing that with everybody who's been giving him a hard time, and rightfully so. Like I said, I ain't mad at you, brother. So with that being said, on Michael's note, have a great night, everyone. I will see you guys tomorrow night, 8 o'clock. And don't forget KLA. I'm not sure who's on tomorrow, but I will go look and I will let you know tomorrow on who is on. while I'm live. So you can check out either one of us, and hopefully you guys fill in your collection. I don't care if it's with me, I don't care if it's with someone else. So as long as you are happy and you're getting what you like, and if I get 1 or 2 people buying from me, great. But if I got 25 people buying from me, that's even more great for me. And but I do want to, you know, spread the love out to all my friends that are doing live auctions these days, especially those that are doing this full time, such as myself. And then Joe sells full time, and I think Bill sells full time. Of course, you got the record store guys, or the records, not the guys, but Todd Radix. That's how we make our money. So it's a new thing of fun for me compared to what some of the others have done. And yeah, there's Michael Longerbean does it as well, aside from like selling on the sides. But anyway, just we appreciate your support. I know I do, and I'm sure they do as well. So have a great night, everyone, and I will see you tomorrow night. So let me find my way out of here, and I should pin your comment, Michael, just so I can tag Facebook. Yep, go to my auction. You'll see it right at the end. No, love you guys. Take care. Bye.
Welcome to KFB Auctions, my friends. Every Monday through Wednesday, starting at 8 p.m. A place to hang out and have some fun. Thank you for your company, everyone. Every day will be a little something you may need. Remember to watch on your smart TV. So much easier to watch and type your bids. Thanks again for being here, my friends. KFB Auctions. Oh yeah. KFB Auctions. Let's have some fun. KFB Auctions. Come watch now, everyone. Lots of things from posters to collectible toys. Movies of all genres for you to enjoy. On DVD and Laserdisc and some on VHS. Video games, CDs, vinyl records, and oh yeah, lots of Kiss. KFB Auctions. Oh yeah. KFB Auctions. Let's have some fun. KFB Auctions. Come watch now, let's have some fun. Let's have some fun.